So that thing is on.
All right, let's get it. What's up, everybody? We are over here. So first of all, I want to celebrate Dara because he got a job today. So we are taking shots and we want to talk shit.
So like that's too crazy. So we just want to hit on a few topics that it's been talking about through the internet and people we want to know about relationship goals. They see me and my baby relationship and they just want to know the keys to a healthy relationship.
And we asked like a few questions, on the Instagram, and you guys have a few questions to ask us. I'm so excited. All right, we're just gonna jump into it because we're just over here. We're nice, we're drinking, we're having a good time. So like, let's kind of have a camera rolling, All right, let's do the first one. How I build trust in my relationship. Go for it.
How do you build trust in a relationship? You build trust in relationships on like giving each other respect of not.
Wait, I'm so sorry. I think I want to get like a little thing because I don't want to like hold this whole thing.
All right, so we don't have to cut this. Before you say, all right, I got you. This do that, man. I got you, baby.
No, I can cut it. Remember, I can edit it. I'll put it out.
Okay. Oh, shit. Mama, you saucy. This shit is saucy. I feel like the fire and shit there. Fuck it.
Right? All right, fuck
Let
it.
me see if there's some alcohol over there. So it's a little side. I can get this out. It might be with some damn asshole. Not too much going down there. This might with the whistle a little bit. Maybe for a couple of seconds before I start bucking. Is it better like that?
It's still good actually. This like camera light is pretty good. I'm not gonna lie to you. You can't. I mean, you see a little bit of difference, but still.
Ah, shit. Okay. What else we need to get?
That's it. All right, let's go.
Alright.
Camera action. All right, so we're back.
Okay.
We have to get like because we had like this big ass like 2-liter bottle of Pepsi, and I'm like, I want to take a shot,
That's
and I
a
was
fan.
like,
That's a Fanta actually, but Mama.
Oh, Fanta, yeah, whatever, one of those. I don't be drinking like soda like that.
But again, you know what I mean, we're here just to talk about relationship goals, you know what I mean, and keys to healthy relationships.
Mm-hmm.
And we coming to answer some of the questions they asked on the internet. Just a few questions to a healthy relationship.
Yeah.
Because my favorite relationship, I don't know, I'm a little seasoned, you know what I mean? So I don't know if you guys know about, well, everybody should know about Martin. My perfect relationship is Martin and Gina's relationship.
Like relationship, like more.
I love it.
Mm-hmm.
I love their relationship. It was so like, they laughed with each other, they never cheated, and they were just so open with each other, and they had each other back. And that was like
Yeah,
the
they
perfect
fight each
relationship.
other, love with each other.
Exactly.
Like best friends and lovers at the
And
same
even
time.
their friends they had around them. Like, so I always dreamed of that type of relationships, and I'm blessed to say I found it. Inshallah, I'll be with my baby right here. And these are some of the keys to a successful and stressful and healthy relationship.
Shots.
Show the clock.
Shut
Not
up.
too hard, mama. She filled me all the way up. You can see. She be trying to get me
We've
wet.
been drinking today, you feel me?
No, she Russian too, so she be trying to get me there.
Been getting a little wet. But anyway, so the first question that you guys asked, how do you build trust in relationship?
How do you build trust in a relationship? You build trust in a relationship of like just being honest and not trying to hide things. The more you try to hide things and don't be open and showing that you want to make things work and not standoffish and like in relationships you gotta know that like when you get asked a question you can't feel like oh why she questioning me like this? I ain't gotta answer that question. In actuality you do, because that's your mate right there. You gotta give her that's her rights to give her that answer or him that answer, like because you want to make things work with them. So it might be times that I know we be uncomfortable as hell. That phone turned upside down. I mean, you want to turn it the other way. You don't want the screen up, or you want to get that password up. It's like certain things you do or give up to show and build trust with your mate that you're trying to make things work. And it could be the littlest things. So that's how you do it.
Yeah, that's perfect. I just want to add something to it. So to me, building like the word building means a process. So you have to get from like point A to point B, right? So in point A, think about this, like people not coming from the same background. They're not coming from the same experience. They've been through different things. There's like 8 billion in this world, right? Mm-hmm. Is it billion or something?
Probably more than that. It's billions definitely.
Yeah, but there's so many freaking people that, like, imagine they all have different experiences. So once it's like you get attracted to each other and you tie in with each other, you have to think of like, this person doesn't think like me, he doesn't act like me, or she doesn't act like me, and she doesn't come from the same background or the way that she was raised or he was raised. You feel me? So you have to be accepting and understanding and willing to communicate, like Babe said, because it is important to be honest. Like, let's say, I had a previous trauma of like people cheating on me. So like, I need to like make sure that like, he's not hiding his phone away, or he's not locking his phone away, or he's not doing this. Like, it was just trauma, but it doesn't mean that it's not healable. Mm-hmm. Like, give it a little time, and if you really like the person, you give them grace.
And that's definitely on terms of how y'all met as well. I mean, that plays a big part. If you know how you guys met, and the trust issues come with that, and y'all know y'all can fix them, and you just got to give up like certain trust issues that he may want to build trust, and you got vice versa. Y'all got to give each other.
All right, but we can't be like too like strict on it, because the way our story goes.
I'm sorry, that's a whole other story.
No, but it's like, all right, can we get to it, please?
No, that's what we're gonna get there. I mean, let's answer these questions.
Because it's like, we can't be biased, because it's like the way we met like out of a club. I was even in the club, and a weird dude, I was waiting for the Uber. My friends just literally left. The Uber was a minute away. He was like making a turn, and a weird ass guy from a club, like literally was like started, like
bash, like he was on it. You know how guys be like after the club, people be drunk as fuck. I mean, pardon my language. And he was approaching her, and I was just leaving the club and making a U-turn because I was picking one of my guys up. As I'm making a U-turn, I spotted the guy like just approaching her on some real aggressive shit. And for my upbringing, like I experienced like, as a young kid, my mother getting hit. And that always was a pet peeve to me. I hate seeing a man hit a woman or being aggressive with a woman. So, as some people may say, I was on some Captain Save-O shit. But,
Did you just say Captain Save-O?
Yeah, I was going to say, you want some Captain Save-O shit? But, more or less. I checked the guy like, yo, you good, my guy? Like, he was being too aggressive with the lady.
And that's why I said, that's why I like brought the whole thing up, because it's like we met at the club. You feel me? So it's like, it's not the perfect scenery where you want to, but it's like, honestly, like fate happens sometimes and you can't escape it. Like with us, it was a movie shit, because it's like, okay, so sorry, continue.
You shout out, you know this story. So at that time, the guy looked towards me once I said, yo, you good, bro? What is you doing? And her reaction was she thought I was an Uber.
I did, because again, it was a minute away. Like I was like tracking it on the app. The motherfucker started like coming on me. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? All of a sudden he's pulling up.
Exactly.
And he was like, yo, you good? I'm like, I thought it was the Uber, so I'm jumping in the back seat.
Exactly. The whole time I'm asking, is the dude good? Because I'm pulling up waiting for one of my friends to come out the club.
And I'm like, don't take me to my car. What are you talking about?
I'm just looking at this situation unfolding right here on the side. Like, this guy's been an asshole, like, thirsty as hell. So I'm trying to check him, and like I said, and just so happened, Allah put it that she was waiting for an Uber. She thought I was the Uber. She hopped in. And she was a little tipsy herself.
Okay, don't do that. I'm not saying it's like safe or anything, but
yeah, but she thought I was the Uber by me saying what I said. But that's why I said I always go back to it was fate on how me and her met. Like, cause I was checking the guy and she thought I was the Uber, and she hopped into my car and giving me directions, and I'm telling her like, no, I'm not the Uber. I'm just trying
I'm drunk, so I'm like, fucking me, no.
This guy.
I'm like, what you mean no?
She's like, go here.
Yeah.
And I'm just moving up here, so I'm like, I don't know nowhere to go.
Literally, here go.
Nowhere to go, like, and she just gave me my direction. I'm like, I'm trying to explain to her like, ma'am, I was just trying to get the guy off your ass, because he was been on some asshole shit, thirsty shit, and she giving me directions. And at this time, it's 3 o'clock in the morning, so I'm trying to tell her, get her to her car, and we're going back and forth, because she still think I'm the Uber. And that's a whole other story. We're going to get, that's another topic, we're going to get to it.
But basically,
that's
3 days
love
later,
story, how we met.
I came home.
3 days later, she came home. We know that, but that's a whole nother story. We're going to get to it.
But I'm saying, it's like,
like,
don't think it's like, that's why I was going back to like how you met, because sometimes it's like you meet and like to some people it act like it sound crazy, it sound like, oh, you're not serious or nothing like that, but it's like,
yeah, man.
And it's like,
I in the weirdest places, y'all.
So like from day one, I felt like he was my best friend.
Absolutely,
like my best friend. I could talk about anything.
Say every pot got his lid. You just gotta find your lid. I mean, that's it, man. And I'm just blessed to find mine, and we making it happen. We going strong. And it's like I said, it's all about communication and having them uncomfortable conversations. People are scared to have them uncomfortable conversations because they scared of their mate's reaction of how they're going to take it. Or I think he's not going to take it right, or she's going to react this way, or they're going to react this way. When y'all in that comfortabilities, that's my word. That's my little word. Comfortabilities.
But it's like, I think I'm sorry for interrupting. But it's like, I think it is important to find out, because it's like, let's say we don't match. I would rather find it out early than later.
Yeah, absolutely. So that's why it's always good to have those uncomfortable conversations. You know what I mean? To get it out there on the line, because you got to know what you're looking for. Some people don't know what they're looking for now these days. You got to know what you want and how you want to be treated, and like I said, what you want your future to look like. And sometimes them uncomfortable conversations you got to have a strong relationship.
I agree. All right, that was deep. You feel me? But let's move to the next one. Okay. Has social media and dating apps ruined dating?
It has, because it's not realistic no more. It's like people look at these rappers, these actors and actors, and think they're supposed to have those same lives, and not thinking about the everyday struggles of how people have to go out here day by day and getting money and working and being stable out here in today's society. So it's like when they look at that shit on Facebook or Instagram, and they see motherfuckers throwing money, motherfuckers tricking off, motherfuckers in the club, pardon my language, and people being so ratchet, they forget about the real household values of how the upcoming supposed to be, like with a man and a woman and bringing the household up. They just think of oh, it's supposed to be like this now. No disrespect when you see some of these rappers now. I don't even want to say no names, but some of these rappers now these days and trying to emasculate men and they want to play certain roles. It's like they trying to switch the household up now, and I wasn't born and raised up like that, so I think it's needed, and you have to get back into that same fold of a man and a woman respectfully and having morals, bringing a kid up in this world now. Like,
so I think like I totally agree with you. I really do, because I come from a traditional household. Like, I'm from Russia, so it's like it's super traditional. You feel me? So even certain things like, you know, in America, like in Russia, you would never hear like splitting a bill in a restaurant. Like that's like the biggest thing. Like they say about bad Americans, about bad Americans in Russia. They're like, they split bills. Can you imagine? We don't do that. We're very traditional, but to each his own. That's what I learned by living in America for 13 years. So I'm like, to each his own. You know, you just have to, I feel like, communicate with each other right away, like on your value. But not like on the first date, be like, like I hear like, don't make it an interview. But at the same time, okay, so it's a whole different topic. But back to social media and dating apps. So first of all, yes, I agree, because a lot of people, I know so many, let me tell you, girls that have Chanel bags and sleeping on the couch in somebody's house. So it's like, people portray social media
they just want to keep up with the Joneses.
Exactly.
Portray an image that they're not even with upholding.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Exactly. So they just like, they like act like or try to look like something, but they're not that. And that's how you lose in value, like Babe said, of a real family. Like, like you can't sustain a real family on a fake images. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So that's what been, you know, I feel like exaggerated and like built and marketed too so much.
That's how.
But I also want to say like about dating apps, because I'm not gonna lie to you. For the introverted people, like let's say, or like people who work a lot, it is a great opportunity, because it's like, how else you would meet people? I'm not gonna lie to you. Because social media is one thing, because you know you can meet people over there, but it's like it's more like success oriented. Dating apps is more like there's not much pressure to look a certain way. You just look like how you look and you find a peer, right? That's how it works, right?
Yeah.
So I don't mind
swipe
it.
Left, swipe right.
But please, first of all, be careful. There's so many go on Netflix. There's so many freaking things about, you know, like people get in trouble with like weird people. But also take your time. Like it's okay to take your time.
Sometimes you gotta be patient. You can't really like force a relationship.
And that's why I brought up our situation, because it's
like genuinely, like that's the best thing. Sometimes it happens so genuinely that sometimes people overlook it or it go over people's head. Either way, like sometimes it be the littlest shit that brings you and your mate together. Like look how that thing was, so that brought me and her together. It was just. And
that's what I was saying. Like we can't really speak on the timing thing because we were hella off, because I usually don't do that.
Yeah.
But
it
worked out. We are almost 2 years together. You feel me? So it's like, and I'm super, super in love with Babe. Like he is my best mate, my best friend, like everything, you know, I could wish for. But what I'm telling, what I'm saying, like don't be smart about it. That's all I'm saying. Like, don't exclude it, because to some people it's like that's the only way to meet people. They be working all the time. Like, no, for real. I know some people like they just like after that money, but they don't get like that real connection. It's okay to meet people, but be smart about it. Like, have like kind of a tactic, but don't overwhelm them at the same time.
Exactly.
Like, I don't want you to come to a first date with a fucking interview and a notepad with full of questions. Like, no.
Nah, you don't go like that. Okay,
all right.
What's the next one? We're going to listen to the next one real quick.
What does it mean that he doesn't want to be serious or he wants to take it slow?
What does it mean? Oh.
We got a little
Yeah,
spice.
now, that right there. That mean, on my point of view, I mean, as a door to himself. That way, a guy see that. I don't know how women, you going to tell the woman point of view.
Yeah,
The guy see that.
That's how I wanted to.
The
include.
guy be on some, if he like, yo, I ain't trying to take it too serious, he ain't really feeling it like that. It's just gonna be some like, he trying to play. Like that, we gonna keep it 100 right there. He trying to play, you gonna be his little fun thing, you know what I mean? His little pounce buddy. And pardon my language, ladies, and ladies do the same shit too though. Fuck fans with benefits when he say that. That's the only time a man say that. Cause if we trying to get exclusive with you, we all went way in. We cutting off all our old holes. We locked in. Like we ain't gonna say no shit like that.
That was gonna be my next question. Like, how do you determine if a man is serious about you or not?
That's the other question though. We gonna get there. She right. She lost all.
No, because I'm like, hold on. He's pointing out the good things because like it is true. That's what I believe in too. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I had back in the day, I didn't have like too much of a good like my dad and my mom, they were together, but they were like a lot of fights, a lot of arguments going on. So I didn't really knew how like a healthy relationship is built, right? So there was a lot of like tolerating and like a lot of like things like a shrug under the rug and stuff, like swept under the rug. So it's like it's not too much communication, you know. For the healthy relationship, I believe in order to thrive, you need to communicate everything.
Absolutely.
But what I was gonna say, what was the question?
The question is about.
What does it mean when he doesn't want to be serious?
Yeah,
like,
what's up with you?
No, I just and I was just like, I don't know.
On some real shit,
I get
like going back on topic, that means basically we're not interested on settling down.
That's what I was gonna say. Yeah, babe, you already answered.
Oh, yeah, I want you to get you back on track, put. She started getting sidetracked. Part women, women go. That's the first time.
No, but I honestly I had my.
Be nice.
It's our first like a little interview thing. I love it.
She's a little saucy right out.
No, but okay. So I do believe that it's like right now because I believe a healthy relationship. We do have a lot of things like anybody to work on. Well, maybe like a few things, but I'm saying like we are. Like committed to each other to be able to like talk about things, like worked on things, like open up to it. Like that's another important thing. But what I was gonna say is that before I didn't know like a different like I couldn't tell sometimes. I felt like if a man likes me or not because he would give me little signals and then he would leave me on a little cold and when I was young, like I didn't know any better. You feel me? But it's like now I'm in a happy relationship and I know how it's supposed to be. That's like, and that's what I want for our kids, like to have like a healthy example of like how things should be solved because nobody's perfect. Everybody argues. There's another like crazy point of view. Like if you don't argue, then you're happy. No, everybody. It's all about balance.
You won't know your real problems too until you argue. It's bad to say that. Like you won't know somebody's true intentions or how things gonna go in the future until you argue. And it's bad to say that because people say a lot of hurtful shit. Both of y'all gonna say some hurtful shit, at that time of arguing, but it brings out a side of y'all to see if y'all gonna be together as well. Like y'all gonna say some wild shit, but then y'all gonna go back after it's all settled and like, damn, y'all gonna think like, then do I really wanna be with this person? And y'all gonna see at that time, like, how do you feel without that person? And do you feel like, man, I gotta make this work. I don't feel right without this person. That's how you want to know another way. As well. It's all signs. You gotta take your signs with it too. Signs is everything. Don't look past your signs. Like a lot of people look past their signs and don't see them. You gotta pay attention to your signs and take heed to them and react off them. Because you in that situation and don't take other people's opinions and deter you from what you want to do with the person you want to be with. That's another thing. Because you might vocal or voice your opinion to one of your friends, just venting, and they might give you their opinion of saying something, and that might deter you for what you really want to do. Don't let that shit do that shit to you, because at the end of the day, you want to be with that person, and it's always the good to keep shit with your relationship and how you feel about a certain person with you and that person. That's another thing. You trying to get an opinion from another person that don't have a relationship and probably miserable in their own little situation. You just want to keep that within self and try to figure that shit out with your mate and the person you're trying to figure it out.
Yeah, or ask somebody who is, what is it called? Like applicable. Like if you can really look up to them. You feel me?
It's relatable.
Really, yeah. Or like, how do I say it? Like you look up to them. You wanna, like, let's say they have a happy relationship of like 20 years. That's what I want to do. I'm like, yo, I want 60 years. What's up? No, for real. Next 60 years, I want that out of you. So it's like, if somebody like been in a relationship for 20 years, that's what I'm like, a happy relationship, that's important, because a lot of people, like my parents, they stayed for wrong reasons and it didn't work out, and then like I feel like a little hurt.
That's why I love seeing though. When I see those relationships that old couples that been together over decades and shit like that, I just be wanting to know the recipe to that shit. Like,
yeah,
how y'all stay together for that long?
I always ask. I always try to
ask, like, because it's always gonna be ups and downs of relationships. Like,
it's all about balance. Yeah. Once it's good, it's always gonna be bad, but it's all about how you handle it. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like the more you connected you become, the more you realize that like you want to talk things out. You don't want to hurt the person, or it's like you understand, like,
and that goes back to those uncomfortable conversations.
Yeah,
and
coming from different places, because it's like I might react to a certain thing, and you're like, why are you reacting like that? Like I don't understand.
Exactly.
But it's like that's how I'm used to reacting.
Yeah, certain upbringings.
But he doesn't, like, let's say, like, you wouldn't understand that, but then it's like the way you react to certain things that I'm like, what? Why?
Yeah, because that's the thing of being in also a international relationship. Like my wife is from Russia. You feel me? I'm from America. So a lot of things they do in Russia, they don't do in America. So it was a lot of cultural barriers in the beginning. Like on the way we talk to each other.
Say that.
But as an alpha man as myself, like I had to break it down to her, but men know what I'm talking about. But that's a whole nother topic. We gonna get there with another channel. But what's next though? We get too far.
All right, yeah, exactly.
We get too far. Part man and woman. You know what
it's
I mean?
Almost 30 minutes. Oh shit. Okay,
one
more. Okay, one more. Is my boyfriend overreacting to my friendship with another guy?
Oh, fuck no. Fuck you, me. Hell no, yet. First and foremost, I'm glad you asked that shit. Because y'all ain't the same way.
Let's do 2 parts. One part 30 minutes, another part 30 minutes. Fuck it, let's keep rolling.
All right. First and foremost, as a man, all right, we don't want no funny shit. No one want whatever they say, pause, whatever. Another attractive man around our woman. Any man, period. But we know it's another player or another attractive man as ourselves around our woman, and we know he going at them, saying little, slick, things to her. He throw a little sexy look or whatever. We know how he is, and we know the type of shit how we do around beautiful women, or how it's just an uncomfortable thing when 2 beautiful people around each other. And me personally, I don't want my woman around no shit like that.
Yeah.
I don't trust that shit. I trust my woman. You know what I mean? I trust my woman cold-heartedly. You feel me? But I know me personally as a man,